It's 6 o'clock.
Hello, this is Breakfast with Susanna Reid and Charlie State.
David Cameron launches his big society and invites us all to take part. Good morning, it's Monday the 19th of July.
Well, everyone in the country is going to have to try and do more for less.
Now, 8:45, the journey of the great warrior Hannibal is being brought to life for a new BBC 4 series. But there's a twist in this tale. 3 Australian brothers embark on a cycling adventure following the military commander's trail through Spain, across the Pyrenees and Alps and into Italy.
In a moment, we'll talk to Danny, Ben and Sam, all here in their multicoloured T-shirts. So that's so we can identify who's who.
Yeah, it is.
Something like that. Let's have a little look about the journey first.
We're setting off on a 10-week journey, cycling 3,500 kilometres on the trail of the great Carthaginian warrior, Hannibal. Over 2,000 years ago, Hannibal marched his army from the south of Spain, across the Alps and into Italy. He launched a spectacular assault on the heart of Roman power. Hannibal's brothers, Hasdrubal and Mago, were his generals. I'm Danny Wood. I'm a journalist, and like Hannibal, I'm travelling with my brothers, Ben, a computer expert, and Sam, an archaeologist. Hannibal marched with over 100,000 soldiers, armed with and 37 elephants.
We're armed with 3 bikes, 3 tents, and a bike camp.
We'll ride wherever Hannibal marched his troops and elephants. Across rivers and over the Pyrenees and the Alps. And we'll discover how he won some of the greatest victories in history, bringing Rome to the brink of destruction.
Wow, well, Danny, Ben and Sam join us now. What did you say, 2,300 miles?
Yeah, that's right.
And you're doing it on bikes. There's probably obvious answers. There were clearly obvious answers, but I have to ask, why aren't you doing it on elephants?
We thought about it.
Health and
safety. BBC Health and Safety. Yeah. Well, we considered it.
Your health and safety, or the elephant's health and safety?
Probably the elephants. Perhaps.
Was this just like a dream idea? So whose idea was it?
Well, yeah, I guess it was mine, but it was about just combining what we all like to do. Danny's a journalist, I'm an archaeologist, we all love cycling, so we just thought we'd try and combine everything and make something out of it.
And what was so incredible about this trip, I mean, it just struck me looking at the mapping of it, that when Hannibal did it, how on earth did they know where they were going?
That was a problem. Yeah, that was part of the problem. They didn't, really. So they'd use guides, or they'd send out scouts, and often he'd be ambushed just because they just didn't know what was happening.
Such an ambitious thing to do, and the result was almost not letting the Roman Empire develop.
Exactly, yeah, I mean, that's why it's so interesting for us that he was the sort of great doomed hero who almost stopped the Romans happening.
And Sam, can I just ask, in that clip we saw a moment ago, someone was pushing their bicycle up the Pyrenees? In the snow?
No, it's actually the Alps.
Oh, that was the Alps, was it?
Yeah, it's probably the silliest thing I've ever done.
Did you really? Was that a road? I mean, what were you doing? What was going on?
Well, when we got to the Alps, we actually split up because we don't know where Hannibal crossed the Alps. So we took 3 different paths, and the one I happened to go up didn't have any tarmac. So I ended up pushing my
Sam
bike.
had the difficult one.
Yeah, through snow and up over a pass. So, yeah, it was very, very hard.
Well, that does sound quite nasty.
Quite nice.
Nasty.
Quite nasty, quite dangerous. Quite dangerous.
It was. Yeah, that was very, very hard, actually. That was probably the hardest day of any sort of thing I've done in my life.
Yeah, you had some incredibly stressful moments, I'm sure, on your trip. You had a fantastic send-off. There are people who dress up and do this sort of as a pastime, don't they? And they had a big party for you. Let's have a little look.
With thicker heads than is wise at the start of a 3,500 kilometre bike ride, we're ready to leave Cartagena. Our Carthaginian friends have come to cheer us on our way.
you're going to get a send-off, that's the kind of send-off you want.
What occurred to me watching that, though, was you went off at a hell of a speed then. I bet you didn't keep that at pace up, did you? You were shooting off.
That was my fault, yeah. That was just for the cameras. We stopped after that.
Yeah,
we took coffee after that.
The euphoria of the send-off, and then how long before it kicked in? You know, we've got 2,500 miles to go.
Oh, we had a puncher about 20 kilometres down the road.
Did
so,
you?
Yeah, it didn't last long.
Actually, that day we got very lost, didn't we? We went about 30 kilometres longer than we expected.
On day one, you got lost.
Yeah, and in heat too, sort of late summer heat, so it was,
Yeah. Do you think you were fully prepared for what you were facing?
Probably not really. No, we never. We'd done a lot of cycling, but we never really combined cycling with filming, so we had no idea what the filming was, how long it was going to take. And
the bar has been set quite high now in terms of it. Sort of, I don't know where you put this sort of a bit of exploration, bit of adventure, that kind of thing, because you hear these extraordinary. I mean, people have cycled around the world now. Has it given you a taste for maybe a more epic trip?
Definitely.
So.
Yeah,
we're thinking of a few. Yeah.
You didn't seem too sure about that.
checking.
We'll just combine.
And did you encounter elephants along the way? Did you? Because that, whenever people think about Hannibal, that is of course what they remember.
Yeah, we met them in Valencia. Exactly. Yeah, we met them in Valencia's biopark and got the chance to talk to their keeper, and that was fantastic.
Because I think one of the conversations you had was, how did Hannibal train his elephants to really form part of the attack? And what did the keeper say?
Well, they actually gave them alcohol, didn't they? That was one thing we learned to make them aggressive.
But he seemed to think you could teach elephants to do anything you want. If you're the boss, the elephant will do, and the elephant would follow you where, like they said, they were as nimble as humans.
Yeah, so over the Alps or over someone else.
I'll tell you what, if there's any more brothers out there, you could be the Wiggles. Did you not? Was there 4 or 5 Wiggles? I think it's 5.
I think we're missing some colours. Which colours?
I don't know what it is. Yellow.
Yellow.
It is one
It's yellow or purple.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, lovely to see you. Thanks very much. And you can see on Hannibal's Trail, which begins tonight, BBC 4 at 8:30.
Let's have a look at the weather now with Karen.
Thank you, Charlie. Well, today we're looking at quite a cloudy day for many of us with outbreaks of rain, but some of us will see some.
So we've all got this problem. We have to deal with it. Decide yes, we should. Decide yes, we should. Decide yes, we should.
Authors. See you tomorrow at 6. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.